Yo, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. I'm back, finally, watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is episode 43. I didn't mean to step away. Like, I didn't mean to miss an upload. It's just like things this month has been kind of crazy, alright? I didn't expect things to go... It's been kind of chaotic for me. That's all I'm going to say. I broke my camera. I mentioned a few other places. It's just like a lot going on, but I figured it out for the most part now. And I'm going to try to get caught back up with everything. I've been waiting, man. I've been waiting to get back into this because I left off on a crazy spot last time. We had like several wars declared at the end of last episode, and that was our cliffhanger. But yeah, like last time we spent a lot of time with Hohenheim, which is really cool. I'm starting to love Hohenheim more and more. Every time we see him, this dude's just so interesting. He's got all my attention at all times. Yeah, he showed up like a boss. Where did he went to... that first town that we went to, I always forget the name of it. I always think it's Leto, but I think that's the god that they worship. Wherever Rose was, you know that girl. We met her again. That alone was just cool that we got to see that town again and that girl again. She seems to be doing all right. But Hohenheim showed up to check on the tunnels. It's interesting that the tunnels seem to be like. The tunnels go right underneath that church. That he specifically went to that church that that one crazy priest dude was at. I'm thinking that the tunnels are of course like just the transmutation circle, like what would be like the drawing of it, and I guess each crest of blood carved out is like a specific spot on this big circle, and so I guess that's why he assumed that it would be connected somehow to these tunnels, this specific church. I guess the church is the main spot. But he went down there and confronted Pride, and Pride came after him like straight away. But I mean, I guess Pride, he can't kill Hohenheim. They need Hohenheim as a sacrifice. So either way, he was good. But Hohenheim hid in the tunnel that he came out of, and found out that Pride is stuck in these tunnels. He can't leave. It's part of, it's considered his receptacle, like Father's was in... Have I been saying Father or Hohenheim? I don't know. I get them mixed up sometimes. It's the same as Father's original form when he was first, born, like the flask. But so Pride is stuck in here, so that's pretty interesting. But Hohenheim basically just showed up to tell Father that he's coming for him. And also, Kimblee showed up at Briggs. He's trying to carve out what I assume is probably the last crest of blood they need. Also, the tunnels run right under Briggs. We saw that Sloth showed up there. Yeah, Kimblee is trying to carve out this last one. He recruited the help of, what is that nation? Drachma. So there's going to be a big, large-scale battle here. Miles is probably going to have to take command because, I mean, Olivier is not here. Now, I did see the thumbnail for this episode, right? I saw we're in a snowy area, so we might be picking right back up at Briggs and seeing this battle. I want to get into it. I hope for the best. But before I do, drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Check out Don. I'm watching that right now, or Squid Game. Those are both dropping on the channel right now. Good time for both. Consider all that. But without further ado, it's time for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 43, Bite of the Ant. Man, Crunchyroll has been really messed up and buggy lately. Oh yeah, we're going. This reminded me of Attack on Titan with the cannons on the wall. What, Kimblee just stirred up shit and left? Oh, they're still fighting? Yeah, they want as many deaths as possible. People of Briggs don't give up, right? He wanted Drachma to be wiped out. Oh boy. I mean, at least he's not a total traitor to the nation. This is the Ishvalan town. What dragon? What are you talking about? Like, we haven't seen anything regarding a dragon in this show, except for the one symbol that's on the transmutation circle sometimes. That's a big shirt. Oh my god! Oh yeah, we had that one dude rat on them. Is this for real, bro? It's legit. Come on, man. Oh. It's greed. Or envy, sorry.
知ったそうだな。
はい。
私の正体を。
はい。
国のトップと息子がホムンクルスであるというのは、一国民としてはどんな気分かね。
信ずるべき家族までもが虚構であるというのは、悲しいことだと思います。
It's an interesting answer.
愚か者とあざける人間の真似をした。
あれは上から与えられた息子だ。大総統の地位も部下も全て与えられた。だが妻だけは自分で選んだ。
Does he love his wife?
お茶はまだかね。
We're just gonna brush past that? That's an interesting thing to say. Why do you include that? Someone that he chose. Is he fond of that specific human? Oh.
偉いわけではない。部下が何人かいただけだよ。なあ、今頃どうしているだろうか。
I wonder if he's ever gonna get his face back to normal. Probably not.
今朝知り合った流れ物だ。ドクターに見てもらいたいって言うから。
もういいよ、残波の。三文芝居はここまでだ。こんなところで何やってんのかな。我々を出し抜こうなんて考えが甘い。
Oh yeah, he was keeping watch. Ooh. Oh, okay, nice. Good. 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 I was gonna say, man, I thought we were homies. Ice landmines. What? But why is it a hand? Nice. I was gonna say, okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was gonna say, how are they doing that? So, okay, is alchemy like their secret weapon, kinda? Do they just not know very much about it? Same as us, really? Oh, yo! He was going all out. Ew, bro. All the faces. They've just straight up got a dinosaur on their team, though. It's kind of epic. Things aren't looking too good for Envy here. Oh. Get his Escar. No way. Are we killing Envy? Whoa! Oh, is it his tongue? Yeah, I like Marcoh. Don't kill him. Oh, okay. I was wondering why he asked that, because we never really even talked about them before. It makes sense that he'd care. Is that a baby? What's he about to do? Oh! Oh! Whoa! How to destroy them? Damn! Wait, his first name is Tim? Let's go, Marcoh. Are we taking out Envy right here? Here's the thing, though. Marcoh absolutely seems like the type to, like, sacrifice himself. You know? To atone. Alright, it looks like we might be okay. Oh, crazy. That's Envy's, like, true form? Wow. So is he dead? Wow. So Marcoh really just destroyed the Philosopher's Stone? Yeah, big dub for the humans this time. Her parents inspired a lot of people. Can Yoki get a break? Dude can catch a break. Oh! It was like a leech. He can actually just... Why would they take Yoki of all people? So funny. Hey, Yoki's been a superstar in the past few episodes. I just want to say it. Whatever, bro. They said they were bluffing. I hope he doesn't actually. Well, maybe he could leave. Oh, yeah, they don't know. We have no idea where they took him. Alright, I'm still worried for Ed. What? I didn't read. What? Really? It's a much better attitude, Scar. I like it. I'm just trying to think of why May's so sad. She's thinking of her own country and like how I don't know. It's hard because I don't remember the exact history of her family and all that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It could be that she's just sad she can't improve her family's was it the reputation or something? I can't remember. Their standing by getting immortality. Sorry, I'm pausing a lot. Yo, what am I reading right now? I can't tell. It's what's left of a homunculus that doesn't die when you kill it. Ah, oh. Yeah, where's your loyalty? She's pretty damn valuable though. Do we have enough of a grasp on alchemy yet? The panda. Was her name Xiaomei? Is this the last we're gonna see of Mei? Probably not. I hope it's not for too long though. I feel like anytime that anyone goes off to Shing, they're gone from the show. We haven't seen anybody come back. Oh wow, these guys. We're seeing a lot of characters come back lately. It's really cool, actually. We're getting back into like each individual character's like backstories. I like this. Oh right. Okay, I had to. They work at the meat place, Izumi. That's who they're looking for. Good thing they dipped out. I forgot he even made it out. It's not the same greed anymore, bro. That's interesting. I did not expect to get really any more of those chimeras. I've been wanting this. My two favorites, man. They have a true sibling relationship, man. That is so good. Has he ever really been cowardly? I don't think so. Maybe just in comparison to her. Yeah, makes sense.
倫理にも取るからでしょう。術師らの間でも神への冒涜と暗黙のうちに禁じられていると聞きますし。
Hmm.
違うな。
No?
倫理などというのは時代や個人によって変わるものだ。
Whoa.
理由はそんなものではない。個人が強力な軍隊を持たぬようにするためだ。
Oh. So they can't be opposed? Oh, bro. Hold up. Okay, so there's a post-credit scene. Episode 43, yep. Okay, back here. Oh, this is the village he was talking about. She gonna mention Hohenheim? That was not like a jealous reaction, was it? I don't think so. Come on, man. Come on. That's a good post-credit scene. Alright, good stuff, man. That's good stuff. You know, I said during the reaction, during the episode, that we're diving back into everyone's backstory. That's not exactly true, but I do feel like we're revisiting a lot of people's original motivations, you know? Between like Scar and a little bit of Marcoh. We just kind of like talked a little bit about. We just had a good interactions with Marcoh this episode, and May revisiting that town again. I mean, it was mainly just to meet up with Hohenheim. I didn't think he'd still be there. And also, we caught back up with those chimeras that were hanging out around Izumi's place. Also, cool to see that Izumi's not there. They're still looking for her though, so that's a bit worrying. I hope they don't get her, man. I hope they don't. I mean, the main thing that made me worried about Izumi is that she's always like unwell. She's always sick. But now Hohenheim, he fixed her up. She might be able to handle herself, man. Next time we see Izumi, she might be popping off on these guys. Maybe. She's supposed to be real fierce. I hope we get to see that at some point. We haven't gotten to see her do a lot other than save Ed and Al, but she kind of just like beat up some guys. So, beginning of this, the Crest of Blood is done. It's carved. I didn't think... For some reason, I thought that we'd be on the losing side, but of course we aren't because we're goated. And so is Miles, and so is everybody at Briggs. They're strong, and it was us destroying them. And also, I guess, yeah, it was Kimblee feeding false information to these guys. They believed him. Honestly, I'm not sure why they even believed him. I'm not. Yeah, how did he convince these guys? I mean, I guess it's just an opportunity they didn't want to give up. Maybe that's what it was. But yeah, they got kind of slaughtered, man. It was not really close looking at all. They had a terrible like angle on this shit too. Like, it makes sense why this fortification, you know, the Briggs is so strong, because like, look at the position, bro. It's just like they had this high ground over them. I was even talking about how they had those mounted cannons. Like, that's good stuff. So yeah, I mean, that maybe there's another crest of blood that needs to be carved out, but that seems like a pretty big step for them. They played just how Kimblee wanted, just how Central wanted. I'm glad that dude didn't just up and betray us, Zampano or whatever his name is. I was so upset. I'm pretty sure I had a big reaction to that guy betraying us, dude. I was like, bro, we're homies now. Why are we still backstabbing? We had a whole big, I guess, just a conversation, but you guys had your moment, all right? Glad that it was a plan already put in place. That's relieving. And it resulted in us capturing Envy. How about that? I thought he would die. I guess he can't die. He's totally immortal. So interesting. But he doesn't have a philosopher's stone anymore, which I just assumed was like them. Like, that was what gave them existence, life. But it's not really, I guess, how it works. And how about that conversation between Riza and Bradley? That's pretty interesting, man. I mean, he made a point to mention his wife there, and that's someone that he chose. We just moved on. I've been saying this, dude. Like, these homunculi that are partly actually human, that are just using human bodies. I think they still have a bit of humanity to them. You know, Bradley is human. You know, he is still human, even though he's got the powers of a homunculus. He's still partly human. So I wonder if they retain any of that still. Like, we're seeing it with Greed. Like, Ling still has a say. I don't know. It's the lines are really blurred between what's Wrath and what is Bradley. You know, how much of Bradley is Bradley? And I've been kind of predicting that this is the route where he could go as far as his character arc, but I don't think they've shown anything like that at all. He's been totally ruthless up until this point right here. Is the first time I feel like we've really seen anything that could resemble what's truly the human in Bradley. And I just think that's really interesting. And you even see Riza's reaction to it. She wasn't expecting that either. I miss Riza. I love Riza. I want more screen time. I'm sick of her being a hostage all the time. The use of alchemy in this show is always super creative. Like the whole landmines thing with the remote. Damn, that's something that I feel like didn't get utilized enough. We didn't get to see enough of it from May. That sucks that she's gone. Maybe we can start to use the remote alchemy. Maybe she taught Al some of that. I don't know. Al seemed like he was struggling with it from their conversation. I hope that he learned at least that much. Then he'd know more than Ed. But as I was saying, it's just really cool the way that they use it in terms of, like, you know, you could just hide the circles that she draws, and then they are effectively just landmines. You could set all kinds of traps. Like, remote alchemy is insane. And then, okay, I actually do want to revisit this thing with Marcoh in his hand. First of all, it sucks. It sucks that his subordinates that had worked under him, even though they'd done horrible things, it sucks that they, it sucks for him, I guess, that they were turned into philosopher's stones. So, yeah, that stinks. But this dude had a transmutation circle on his hand, Kimblee style. How about that? To destroy a philosopher's stone. I guess who better to do it than the guy who dedicated his life to doing such a horrible thing, you know? He's the expert. That's honestly really cool. That gives Marcoh a lot to possibly do in this story if he knows how to do this. And I mean, it shows that he's a genius. This seems like the type of feat that would only be possible by one of these specific sacrifices, you know, people that have seen and know the truth. But yeah, I'll have to brush up on what was going on with May, because for me it's been a long time since I've seen even her introduction. I can't remember her story. I think it was her family was among like the lowest in terms of their power or standing in her country, and she just wanted to help them out. Her clan, maybe. I really can't remember. But I think it had something to do with that, and I know she was like pretty bummed that she didn't want to bring that power into her country, you know, the Philosopher's Stones. It would not be a good idea. I agree with that. But this is a good one, I guess. She's straight up just taking Envy. So Envy's gone. All right. I thought he'd die, but he's just getting taken as like a souvenir, kept in a jar. When they were shaking the jar, it reminded me of that girl from Darla from Finding Nemo. So this is just like his truest form. Sounds about right. Dude was compensating, just want to say it. And I think that Chimera is gonna, I don't know, I'm pretty interested in that Chimera guy. I don't know if we ever got his name. Finding Greed, because he's gonna be pretty surprised to find out that it's not the Greed that he knew. But that means more scenes with Greed and Lane. We haven't touched that really at all since it happened. I'd love to get back to that. So that's got me pretty excited. And I love the the dialogue here, the whole scene between Olivier and Armstrong. I love these two so much, man. And then I wanted to know what their relationship was like. She seemed to not like him very much, but it's very much in like a sisterly way. It doesn't seem to be any kind of like real drama. She just doesn't really agree with, I don't know, his personality. Like, I don't know. It makes sense though. But I've never seen this dude being cowardly. Although I do get the whole deserting his responsibilities at Ishval. I guess that's part of why she judges him for that much. I mean, I gotta agree with Armstrong there, man. Like, I can't fault the dude for not wanting to take part in this genocide. I really can't. She's not really like that. She's willing to do whatever it takes for the country, and at the time, it's more like abandoning his comrades. That's not her style at all. So I kind of see where she's coming from her own perspective and just how she is. You know, her character, I would not align with that. But you know what? It was really interesting to learn about the things that you weren't allowed to do. I wonder if have we heard these rules before for alchemists, what they're not allowed to do. It was gold. What was it? Crap. I forgot the first one. Oh, do not oppose the military. Yeah, should go without saying, like you said. Yeah, don't oppose the military. No creating gold, which, that's funny. We saw Ed not really do that, but make Yoki think he did that in Yoki's little funny flashback. That was like super against the law. Do not fashion people. Okay, yeah, I mean, this whole time we thought that it was just because it goes against the will of God or whatever. Obviously, that's not something we're supposed to be able to do. But here we are with the big reveal. They got a big army. Are these gonna be all homunculi? These guys are crazy looking. Their designs are wild. They don't have eyes. How nuts. They're scary, man. I kind of want to see them in action, even though it's probably gonna be a bad time. I kind of want to see these guys do some stuff just because their designs are really cool. But it's a big deal that Olivier gained their trust, because us getting this information at all is going to be a big help. And then, yeah, cool, catching up with Rose again. Al gets to see her. And of course, Hohenheim is also here. I did not expect him to still be here. Dude's just hanging out, I guess. So, yeah, that's a big deal. When was the last time Al saw Hohenheim? When was the last time he saw him? Obviously, Ed saw him at the graves, but was that the last time either of them saw him? I think so. How crazy. Hohenheim has to be aware of... Yeah, surely he's aware of what's happened. Yeah, he knows what's happened to Al. Dang, man. I'm excited for the next one. And it's good that Yoki's around. When he said I was severing ties, I was going to say earlier on, I wouldn't mind if he left, because he doesn't really have anything to do. But they could bring him back. Like, the fact that we lost May and not him makes me think that maybe he could still be relevant in the plot. He could be. I mean, he's done it before in like little funny, convenient ways. He's an enjoyable character to have around. It'd be pretty sick if he actually still continued to help us in some sort of way. But that's me being kind of meta about it. I also just like Yoki, and I didn't want him to leave. But yeah, that's all I got. All right, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching. I will try. I think these are still going to be one a week, but at some point, I'll try to start doing 2 a week again, especially since we are... Actually, I was going to say we're coming up on the end here. I have no idea. Again, I still don't know how many episodes this show has, but I mean, I see when my post-credit scene stops. So maybe I do want to draw it out a little bit more just to stick with the show. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna feel pretty sad when this ends. I've been recording this for over a year now, so I'm attached. I'm attached to the show. I'm gonna be pretty sad when it ends. I'm saying that kind of early, I think, because I still got a good few episodes here. I think. Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm just rambling. Like the video. Drop a comment if there's anything I missed, anything you want me to know. Of course, I'll read it off in the next one. You guys leave a lot of fun tidbits and stuff in the comments. I love to read those. I love to get all the info I can on this series, all the neat factoids. And yeah, subscribe, check out any of the other things I'm putting out. That's Lazarus, that's Squid Game, that's Don to Don. Loving all those. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully, and take care. Peace out.